You're not as cold as me. Cold as me. Cold as me. Cold as me. You're not as cold as me. Cold as me. Cold as me. Cold as me. Motherfucker, stop pretending. Stop pretending. Stop pretending. Stop pretending. You're not as cold as me. Cold as me. Cold as me. Cold as me. Motherfucker, stop pretending. Stop pretending. Stop pretending. Stop. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You're not as cold as me. I don't give a fuck. Cold as me. Cold as me. Cold as me. Cold as me. Motherfucker, stop pretending. Stop pretending. Stop pretending. Stop. In a world of time and speed. Motherfucker, stop pretending. Stop pretending. Stop pretending. Stop pretending. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You're not as cold as me. I don't give a fuck. Cold as me. Cold as me. Cold as me. Cold as me. Motherfucker, stop pretending. Stop pretending. Stop pretending. Stop.
All day, every day. Yo, my man. Darko Matthew, my man. Recoil, aka Coil Daddy in the chat. JDA. Pento. Kilty. Can't forget about Go Boy. Disco. Buddy. Tolis, War Pigment. Dackett. What's up? Francois. Shout out to Go Boy for that resub. OnePlus saves.
Let's do it!
Yo, dog, Kenny Boucher here, Next Level Painting, hitting you up on that literal best of all days, coming to you live from that Beats Lab in an undisclosed location in Central Florida. We're doing it again. JDA tuning in, Chaotic Painting, War Dog, what's up, man? Shout out. Professional Competence. Back in the Beats Lab. JDA. Just another day, man. Got MegaCon this weekend. My mom was going, but she got COVID. So it was so that's this weekend. It's her birthday weekend. She just canceled because she got COVID at like a party, like at my aunt's house or something. So we're trying to figure out how to reschedule my mom's birthday. 40K soup. So that's the big news. Cat Painting, what are you into, man? Cool Moms Club Unite. That's right, Club Daddy. Yes, played some video games this weekend. I did something. What did I do? Oh yeah, no, I went to the autism walk on Saturday. I forgot about that. And that's it. That's what I did. Oh, and then I drank like they had some beers that were BOGO at Publix. So something like, like 9.4% BOGO. Got smashed on Sunday night by accident. Gotta wake up early and take my lady to like a neuropathy appointment or something. It was rough. Yeah, I know something. I was like, man, I know something went down this weekend. What was it? Taught a class last night to a first-time student. Played a little video games. Now we're back in the beat side, get ready to paint. Oh, I downloaded first 3 volumes of the Avatar Lava Workup. I'll upload them for Patreon this week. Recoil's mom in chat. Recoil's mom's got it going on. Well, you guys, what did you guys do? You guys get some painting done this weekend? Oh, I found this like Puerto Rican hot sauce at this like grocery store bodega I go to called Thrifty. That was a pretty exciting discovery. It was a big highlight of Monday. Recoil, not much. Disco, you got to paint this weekend. That's awesome. Pento started a new AOS army. Baller. Which army? What faction? Read, pray, and chat.
Excellent.
Zacarias over on the YouTubes. What's up, man? Thanks for the sub, brother. Pento working on Stormcasts. Dragons are too tight. Yeah. They are tight. I'm streaming under PoE 2 right now. Oh, I forgot to change that. Tight. Maybe we'll get some PoE 2 people. Get some PoE 2 haters. See if I can change that. EXE75, what's up, man? Let's see. Change it. Just switched it up. Thanks for your prayer for looking out. Recoil's mom did not do much over the weekend. Chill. Recoil, I thought about painting a lot last weekend, though. You got some good thinking done? Nice. So today we're gonna lock in that fire that we didn't finish last stream. So we'll pull the airbrush back out right off the gate for anybody at home who's curious about the airbrush. Show you guys how that works. If you're curious, exclamation point class. Teach 5 days a week. via like Zoom of a syllabus, everything. If you hit exclamation point class, there's like actually a free copy of the syllabus you can check. Anybody who signs up for Patreon during one of my shows, free 30-minute painting consultation. Which we can go over the syllabus or not. It can be anything you want. It's value add. Mathematically, that's a $50 value for any sign up. My man, Matt Cool in the chat. 51 months. What's up, brother? Now it's tournament season right now. That's why I'm making all these big pushes for you, you know, for the classes and everything. Like, look at that little picture right there. It's like 30 guard tanks, like 6 Valkyrie Vendettas. Like, that's a commission I did. And a Thunderhawk, or we have a Titan and a Warhound tank. But these are the techniques that I developed. Tournament season has begun. Let's go. Pento knows. Pento's already off on the journey. Now, exclamation point patrons in general, but if anybody's new here, tuning in for the first time, and has got any questions about airbrushing, or you've never airbrushed, you've always been curious about airbrushing, let me know. You know, we're about to do that. So if you're lurking, you're kind of curious, make yourself heard. Pento knows. You guys listened to the podcast last week? We have Mike Caspel back on. Jack Garrison in chat. What's up? Coil, you heard some of it? Pento, you like the last two? Yeah, we're figuring out the new format. And when we had Haspel on, it really showed itself off. So me and Rob did another meeting on the weekend. Oh yeah, I did a meeting with Rob on Sunday. So we got some plans, and we think we could have Haspel on more often. Jack Garrison, you checked it out. Hitting the Rampage, listened to it work pretty good. I thought it was a good episode with Mike Haspel. I thought it was a solid, like, evergreen podcast that was valuable for, like, anyone as entertainment for anyone in this market, right? Like, I felt good about that. Recalls mom. How is your mom and dad doing? My mom and dad got sick with COVID, and they were getting over it now, but they still tested positive, so they had to cancel. So my mom had to cancel her MegaCon plans this weekend, which unfortunately is her birthday weekend. It's unfortunate. So, but I'm too locked in. I can't like cancel. Also, I got like people coming up for this, so I need to like try to figure out how to reschedule my mom's birthday. Also, she still tested positive for COVID, so. War Pigment, is Mike back long term or just gust? Well, I'd like him back long term, and I've extended an offer to him, and he seems amenable to it. Except that he can't be on next week because he's got something going on in Utah for his new book. So we have something in mind, but he seems amenable to a long-term position again. Now that work has settled down and he's got some stuff happening in the direction that he wants, and he says time has now opened up. So I had a little discussion with you. Pento, that says that's awesome. Miracle Matthew says, doggone it. Got those plans. Let go. Mom's B-Day ain't changing. Yeah, man. Are you going to MegaCon? Nurgle Matthew? Mysterious and legendary Nurgle Matthew. Did we talk about War Games Live? Long War Doubles? You need to hit me up on Facebook so we can talk about it. Or email or something. Beat Dominator. We just opened. It's getting wild out there. Beat Dominator finally started painting again after 4 to 5 months of work and depression. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Glad to see your smiling face, man. Very validating. I appreciate that. And I'm glad you're back in the scene. MMX James, any tips for being more confident with OSL? Getting ready to airbrush my OSL onto a model I've been working on for a while. Yeah, the number one tip for getting more confident with OSL is to work on your glazing technique, your hand glazing with a paintbrush. That's typically my preferred methodology for teaching OSL. Is my 201 course. We do 101. My black belts graduate to 201. First technique we learn now is glazing, and the very next thing we learn is OSL. Kind of in that order. So proper OSL application, when you master it with a brush, then you really understand what it takes with an airbrush. And if you want to do it with an airbrush, your confidence is going to come from managing low opacity and your moisture management, right? So most people airbrush too opaque. I have taught my first lesson in my course over 400 times. 100% of my students airbrush too opaque. And that will ruin your OSLs and make them not look like they're actually glowing. It'll make them look tasty, like a nice little effect. It's neat, but that actual glowing feeling, so you have to learn how to lower the opacity of your paints through the introduction of moisture and how to pull the trigger back less so that you can actually control it. So learning your glazing and your airbrushing game at that level will make you more confident. There go Matthew, I can't imagine. Templar in the chat, my dude. There go Matthew, that dude should come through. Are you boys with him? I've never actually had a conversation with the guy. Everyone seems to know him but me. I'm not, Ace 13, is that a fake mustache? Yep. That's why it's so great. I'm not this great. You're great. Templars don't airbrush it. Wrong move. 99% of the time, airbrushing your OSL is the wrong move. As Templar says. Everyone wants to do it with the airbrush. Now, there's some places where it is tight, but those places are far and few between. RFU19 says, hello, fellow heretic. Hello to you as well, brother. I just got some new beard oil in the mail today, actually, Ace. So I've been growing this beard out all year. Started in January. Started with growing it out for my anniversary for my lady because she doesn't like my sideburns. I'll try to keep it going, so I've been learning beard maintenance. Got a brush. Got some oils. I'll wash this bitch. Trying to make this thing happen. A little upset with how gray it is, but what can you do? Templar says, Monument fluorescent paint lets you cheat because it comes out pretty opaque. I mean, like, it comes out, like, no matter how the fluorescent paint comes out, it's not opaque enough, right? It only shows up over white. So that's a good point. It's like, you can airbrush the fluorescence pretty safely in those regards. Nerval Matthew says, texted him now since you asked. I had not texted yet but did start to think about it after you mentioned last week. I'm interested. Because I know that GW does all the streaming shit now. Now he's so like he just needs to. He's right. He just shows up and streams, and everyone's okay with it, right? He's not going to be able to stream for Adepticon, right? So if he wants to stream for us, which we have like 300 fucking people, long war doubles, like I'm 100% down to make that accommodation, get him into a meeting with Rob and like Hank or somebody, and we can figure out exactly what we can do. I mean, that's a premier event at this point, right? Like, we're 100% down to have him. Recoil, airbrush the gray away. Thinking about it. Templar says no. Am I wrong? Be afraid. Nurgle Matthew? Yeah, you can DM me exclamation point whip. Just go to Discord. Are you on my Discord server? I'm booting it up right now. Yeah, so hit that link. It'll take you to my server. I should see you in introductions. So as soon as you hit that link, I should see you. Are you just Nurgle Matthew on... I'm waiting, standing by. Beat Dominator. Getting older and gray is a privilege denied to many. Wear it proudly. Lean into it. Gotta either go get a cowboy hat or share his badge or where's his hat. Here's what I'm thinking, Templar. Feel me out. I'm gonna grow this beard out because right now it's not wavy, right? Like I've seen dudes, their beards are like wavy because they're so long. When I get it to wavy status, okay, the next move is I'm just gonna shave this. Just that. Just get rid of it. Straight to skin. Yeah. Fucking, I call it the old-timey West. I'm a mayor of an old, like, western town in the 1800s. Wow. Seahawks in the chat, my boy Cody. Thick Hogman, that's right, baby. Thick Hogman. The Thick Hogman squad. You playing some D4 right now? I'm going to give you a special role, Nurgle Matthew, so that you can also just look at my course syllabus and stuff like that if you want. And I just DM'd you. And I added you as a friend, so now we have that connection. Thank you. That's right, Templar. Rule the mini scene with an iron fist and a fast pistol. See us banging down some witch tide? I'm glad to hear that, man. Nurgle, Matthew, I'm going through your Discord rite of passage. All sounds good and appreciated. Much love, homie. Thank you. Glad we were able to connect it over you. I hope that we can do something really fun at Adepticon. Recoil. Preposterous. Alright, let's lock in. Yeah, fucking Cody just got a 4 GA fucking... The hell's the name of that helmet that all you rogues wear? We were just playing, just a casual pit run and it just dropped out of a chest. I think it's probably worth $100 on the fucking black market. Okay, so we left. This is where we left off. Remember, I blocked in the fire, white, and then I hit it with yellow. And I want to pull out the airbrush and start putting some orange in, and so we get, because I want to get the snapshot of the molten effect. Let me see if I can turn the exposure down one notch. There we go. I had to turn just a little exposure delay. So you guys can see the yellow and white easier. It blows out the camera. Cal the Nameless. That's right, Seahawks. Fucking 4-star Cal the Nameless. You know, like a Pit 65. Like, not even that impressive. You know what I mean? Just in the chest at the end. Oh, what am I doing? We're gonna pull out an airbrush. That's right. Let me kick the compressor on. Okay, so anybody who knows me knows that my airbrush just sits in a puddle of simple green 24 hours a day. And we're just gonna blow a little bit of that solvent out. And so basically, it just sits in the solvent. You just run water through it, kind of clear out the suds. Just kind of, I'm priming the pump. See? Just kind of doing a light toilet snaking on the cap there and the tip. Rinse it out a little bit. A little bit more water. Unscrew that crown tip. Kind of just plug it. Get a little bit of backflow. Spray a little water into the paper towel. See what kicks back up. See, it's getting a little milky in there. Probably from the transparent white we used. Just dumping it. What I'm looking for on this white paper towel is if I see any colors coming out. Looks pretty good. I'm looking for any debris. Looks clean enough. And a big part of my course is teaching my students how to maintain 100% uptime on the airbrush, which means you have to learn how to use the airbrush when it's not 100% optimized, when it's not always perfect. That's what I teach everyone. We have a little sticking going on here. This might be worth looking at. Hold on. The trigger is getting a little sticky because there's paint kind of building up on it. And what I'm gonna do is I have some WD-40 silicone. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this back. We're gonna drop that peg back in the hole. Feels fucking butter smooth now. Okay, let's see who's texting me. I'm gonna assume it's my lady. It's my aunt. What did she say? It's about the birthday. Hell yeah. Good, we got birthday salvaged. Okay. As Templar mentioned a minute ago about fluorescence, I'm actually going to just straight up grab fluorescent orange. Now, when you think about a fire effect, here's how it works, guys. You need to start with white, and then you need to introduce yellow for max saturation, then start introducing your oranges. Now, fluorescent orange is really special orange, and you can just bring it straight over the yellow. Normally, you can't. So I put a little flow improver in there. So I've lowered the opacity a little bit, give it some ability to airbrush. But since the fluorescents are like so like bad, they have like such bad paint stick. That this works. Normally this would be kind of like a speckled mess. Okay, we're looking good. Now I'm going to throttle with this little built-in mag valve. That unscrew the crown tip so I can expose the needle. So I can kind of see what's going on here. And now, you got to realize with fire, mostly fire is orange. And it's white and yellow where it emanates from. So it's emanating from its body. So a mistake people make is they'll paint like they'll make like the wispy tips the bright part. It's opposite. So we're going to start aiming our flow at the wispy bits. And bring it down, you see? The fluorescent orange, it hits different. See that? I mean, look how good that looks. 2 seconds. Just change the angle. I've lowered the opacity substantially, and I'm barely pulling the trigger back. We're just bringing that fire in. Look at that. We're saving minutes of brush work. While simultaneously generating a superior product on that fire. Lowe's Magic in the chat. What's up, brother? I'm even going to cheat a little bit back here. Pour a little bit of that in there. Down here. Okay, we're going to deploy a hobo shield. Jack Garrison That was about the hobo shield. So that. Reappraise says the hobo shit is why I started watching. Now, put the cat back on. And I realized I missed one of the fires. Little bold titanium white. And we're gonna just raw dog this little fire right here, which we missed. Disco says, don't think I've seen you use the shield method with airbrush. What? That's what the hobo shield is. Yeah. You know what? It's because you used to never pay attention when I airbrushed. So we're just raw dogging. Little stipple, little heart pull. We gotta make that fire white before we can make it saturated orange. Alright, let's see if we can get it. Go. Let that dry for a second. Disco, you're so ridiculous. My head looking a model during broadcast, I bet. Let me switch to a little water. Since I'm right here. And I'm gonna actually just brush stroke using the heart pull. Semi-opaque, white, kind of right over the pizza slice. Here as well. Here. And we're just doing like a top coat of white. While I'm letting that other white dry. You mean painting something did in broadcast? I get it. Pets out. Hobo shield equal goat. That's right. It's one of our oldest strategies. Run a little tracer. I'm not doing any real ass glazing right now. Just kind of blocking in a little bit of white while killing time. And just following the tops of things, really. Just like leaving some of that like slight blue shadow intact. While we're letting that white dry. Because I have to hit it second coat. Because it's not totally opaque up here yet. The reds. You're stealing the hobo shield method? Yeah, man. That's why I showed it to you. All my techniques. You don't gotta steal anything. It's all for, this is free. This is a free to play program. All right. Transferred some of that white to the wet palette. Before I throw this piece of paper away. Put a little yellow down. And what we're gonna do is let's just mess with this right here. Get a little of that orange down. So what we want to do is kind of further take some of this orange, semi-opaque and a little wet. We want to kind of just gently kind of pin wash some of the fire, the recesses in the kind of dramatic fire sculpt that GW created for us. So you just like drag a couple more lines in there to create some definition. Using the heart pool. Right here. With a little bit more water. Put a little bit of definition there. Rinse it down. Baltimore sucks. What's up, brother? Now what we want to do, Baltimore, is we want to take some white. That's noosh. Jack Garrison, the paperweights. This is Game Envy! Exclamation point Game Envy! And so we want to like really heat up point of contact using just some stipples and some heart pulls. right where it touches him. And white is where the hottest point is. And we're just going to drag it in kind of like on the tops of these shapes using mostly high opacity, low moisture. See that? And that gives us a lot of heat. Same thing right here. You see it's kind of connected to his body right here. Right here as well. It's a recess. Now we're gonna rinse it. We're gonna take some of this yellow, lower the opacity, and just kind of filter some of that yellow in. Tone some of that white down. We're gonna take some white and some yellow. And we're gonna use that to just kind of gently add a little bit of definition to some of these more exaggerated features. See? This is more respectful. Press that down. Go back to the orange now. And we can filter down some of that. Low opacity orange. And what we'll do now is we'll grab a little transparent red. We're going to cut that substantially. And we're going to use like low opacity heart pulls to bring some of this transparent red in on the tips. Let it dry. Don't overdo it. You can go back to the orange. You feel like you need to cut it with more orange. Well, you can also do that with the airbrush, which we'll probably do. Well, you see just a little bit of extra detail there, and look at how much pop you get in that fire. Fire is an effect. What happens if you wash it with red Voldemort? You pretty much ruin the fire. The saturation comes from the white, then yellow's over that, saturated. And then you need to bring your orange and your red in over that. If you wash everything with red, you're just gonna muddle it up. It's gonna be all desaturated again. Fire is hot. It's pure saturation. So if you go in a different order than I'm showing you, you're always gonna be sad about your fire. And then you're gonna think about this fire I'm showing you right here, and you'll be like, God damn it, should have done that. It's an effect. And effects are just procedures. in an order of operations. It's a 2D effect on a 3D model, making you see something that's not there. So if you see fire, I assure you this model is not on fire. Wolf Sark says, "Yo, Kenny, I'm painting old Striking Scorpions retro style. I'm so happy to hear it." Baltimore, it's exactly the same. This lava effect that we're doing here, painted them white, painted them yellow. Then we blocked in with just pure black the muscle groups. So they're like that rock on top of lava. And then we just had to start pin washing oranges and shit back in. So it's on the VODs here right now. I already highlighted the reels, volume 1, 2, 3. And they'll be on Patreon this week. So now you're going to see this right now, Voldemort. So we painted this white, straight up just pre-thinned transparent yellow. And so the only way your yellow is going to pop like that is if you set the real estate into an opaque white first. I'm hitting it with pre-thinned transparent yellow. So that's like the yellowest yellow on Earth. And now you want that to dry, and then you put your oranges and your reds on it. You see? The mistake a lot of people make is, and it's not illogical, is that most of the time when we're painting a model, right, we start dark and then we go to bright, right? That's the normal way we paint. So if you think about fire and you're like, okay, red, orange, then yellow, that's dark to bright, it's never going to look like fire. It's going to look desaturated. Go back to the small brush. Pure white. Wolf Sark. Heart pull. High opacity, low moisture. Tip of the brush. Pull straight back to your heart. And we're just going to heart pull along the chiseled features of this sculpted flame that GW has created for us. You see, create those extra details. Pure white. Where white, where the fire comes from is the hottest, and that's the whitest and the yellowest. So it has to be yellow and white at the fire, at the source of the fire. And GW does pretty good job making the fire very stylized for us. So it's pretty easy to just trace and heart pull your way to success. Can do the same thing, white into yellow into green too. Yep. Anything you want more saturated. Yeah, that's right. We'll start. Same thing right here. And we want that heat exploding out of his ribs right here, you see? And we may need to shove a little white in this little pocket right here. And inside these recesses. And so the way it works is white is an absence of color information to the human eye. It's overexposed, right? And so that's oftentimes what our brain associates with white. So if you are brave enough to take some of these points to pure opaque white, it will start to look more and more overexposed. Therefore, your brain is just going to be like, yeah, that's fire. What's up? So it's just about tricking the brain. You see, just the whiter I get there, the more you're like, oh shit, that shit's looking hot. See? And like I said, GW makes really stylized fire, so it's pretty easy. And see, we haven't done much work on the back, but what we want to do is just take some white and we want to start shoving it into these recesses. Using the heart pull, so semi-opaque and a little wet. And you gotta start doing kind of the same thing. In this little spot right here. Just a couple little points of interest, you know? And there's gonna be big shoulder pauldrons there blocking a lot of this anyway. And then we'll come back with some yellows and clean that up. Voldemort. Can we go even dark at the very end? Yeah, a lot of people, they'll put a little black at the very tip. And that's effective as well. As Wolfsark said. So like in this situation, I'm going to grab a little bit of the yellow and kind of glaze a little bit in right here. Especially where it's colliding with the orange. Because when the white's hitting the orange, it's going to turn into a bit of a tangerine color, and you don't want that. So bring a little yellow back in right there. Heat it back up. Very low opacity. Same thing right here. That's it. Got a little orange. Lower the opacity. Semi-opaque, kind of wet. The Woodster, thank you for the follow, my brother. This is the best fire you've seen painted. Voldemort. Thanks, man. We're going to take some orange and start kind of, again, semi-opaque, kind of wet. We're going to start kind of pin washing it around the black rock formations. Semi-opaque, kind of wet. Something you also got to remember is fire is mostly orange for the human eye. So once you got your yellows and your whites looking good, you got to remember it's mostly orange. So you gotta bake the orange in. you can kind of split the difference between the orange and the yellow. And I'm not too worried about what's going on up here on the shoulders because he's got 2 big shoulder pads. He's also got hair because we're actually using the avatar's hair face. So this hair is blocking most of that. So I'm being real fucking lazy with what's happening here. Because I don't like painting things I don't have to paint. A little bit more yellow. Right here. And I won't lie, like, the fluorescent orange is such a fire hack. It's so preposterous. But you need to set, like, a traditional white-yellow foundation, then you can bring the fluorescent orange in. Pulling the airbrush back out. You said you could do it with the airbrush as well. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm using the airbrush on this right now. I'll do it right now. So right now I'm gonna hit it with pure air just to dry up this yellow. We did all the orange with the airbrush. Hey, yeah, I can see. What's up, man? Thanks for the follow, brother. More pigment, yeah, that's the Game Envy web palette from their Kickstarter. So look, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna shoot some orange in. Deploy a hobo shield right here. And we're just hitting it with air right now. Let it dry. Round 2. And we're going to use this to smooth out a little bit of the orange up here. Get it extra fucking flame on. A little bit right here. And now, airbrushing secretly easy. Exclamation point class. If you're looking to get OP, we'll rinse out some of this orange. Airbrush is straight cheating, baby. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. Alright, let's take a little fluorescent red, or not fluorescent red, transparent red. Water, lower the opacity. We're gonna throttle with the mag valve. Ridge Runner, what's up, man? Get some love right there for that sub. We're gonna take some of this red Ridge Runner. Just kiss the tip right here. Gently. Voldemort. That's right. Just a little bit more heat. Extremely low opacity. See that? And as mentioned previously, you can put a little black in it if you want. I'll show you what that looks like. Rinse it down. Just spraying some of that out. Idiocracy's watching you paint. It's convinced me to get an airbrushing mark. Glad to hear that. Just subscribe to your YouTube channel. I'm gonna watch 2023 beginning airbrush video. Thank you. If you type exclamation point class here on Twitch, Idiocracy, I actually have a free copy of my syllabus. You'll see a link pop up. It goes to my blog. You can download a free copy of my syllabus. That should actually help you out big time. A lot of free information in that document. And of course, I always recommend anybody, especially if they're just breaking airbrushing, take my classes. Sign up on Patreon. But you can also just look at the syllabus and decide if you think it's worth money. Okay, now that we've gotten most of that red out, let's grab us like a little transparent black. And you don't need to do this black part, guys. And if you do, make sure you do it gently. I'm using the mag valve, throttling it back. It's a little too thick, so I'm gonna put a little water in it. Most of your airbrush issues are because it's too opaque in the pot. Just need to thin it down a little bit. I'm gonna prime the pump. Camo Specs Online, what's up, brother? All right. Making sure we're perfect here. So, like I said, you want to be extremely sparing with this. Like just an extreme tip. See? Just that spot. See? Just that like don't fuck with it. Don't go any harder than that. Where it's going, it's where it's becoming smoke. Ah, okay, that looks super cool. I will always do it, Voldemort says. So, as Idiocracy was mentioned earlier, you know, he was checking out the airbrush stuff. Ridge Runner. Was it Idiocracy or Ridge Runner? Idiocracy. A big part of airbrushing Idiocracy, Voldemort, is finger control, grip technique. Like there's a bunch of theory, but ultimately, it's just low opacity, low moisture. How do you manage the moisture? And sometimes you need a little coaching on that. You can just raw dog my content and kind of free to play it. You can get some progress. A lot of my students, you know, over the years got really far on just a free to play element. You know, if you just got an airbrush and you want to do some level skips though, you know, I also offer pay to win. So let's rinse this out. A big airbrush hack of mine. Anybody who knows my content knows that I store my airbrush in simple green like this. Clean it later. Let's cut the compressor. And so what we're working on right now is also based on this is based on 201 content, because this is ultimately, this avatar is like just one big effect. So how you do an effect procedurally is entirely up to my student, dealer's choice. We're using a lot of airbrush back and forth, right? We're laying base coats with the hand brush, and then we're using an airbrush to get the effect, right? We did the same thing for all the armor. So dealer's choice on how you deploy it, but I teach everyone how it works. Techniques all the way up to effects. And so it's been a while since we did something like this, you know, where we're just completely off the rails. Idiocracy, what is the reason for applying the base coat with the paintbrush to the airbrush? Well, in this situation, we airbrushed all the fire, right? Like white to yellow, all that. Well, now we want the armor to be this like burgundy. So we took burgundy, big paintbrush, and we painted all the armor burgundy. Cut it all in nice. Then we just pulled the airbrush out, put burgundy in highlight, and we just kind of did the same thing. We aimed those highlights. But if you were using the airbrush for coverage, you're gonna get it all over your fucking dope fire. So if you use the airbrush for highlighting, you're gonna be fine. You don't need to do any masking. You don't need to do anything. And also, the airbrush is low opacity by nature, so it's much faster to block in an opaque base coat and then just highlight the base coat with the airbrush in a circumstance like this example. That's not every fucking model we paint, right? You paint a Space Marines, we're airbrushing everything, right? Except for the final details. But this guy, because he's so big, we get to go back and forth, and we get to use a lot of cool techniques. So a big part of my course, Idiocracy, is opacity and moisture manipulation. It's like basically all there is to the whole market. And so it's basically just teaching my students how that works in regards to airbrushing, edge highlighting, and washing. At Idiocracy, when do you typically use the paintbrush versus the airbrush? I kind of answered that a little bit, but like the other answer is you always use your airbrush. Unless you want like a challenge to not use your airbrush. Appreciate that validation, Idiocracy. I've taught over 400 students. I've graduated through my course. Many of my students in this chat, they can vouch for it. If you sign up on Patreon, you get a free 30-minute painting consultation. That's my promo during the show. So you can actually like do a 30-minute consult before we even do our first lesson. And that's if you sign up during my show. It's $50. Guys, I'm gonna go hit the bathroom real quick. We're going to set up to do a whip session, !whip, where you guys can upload your stuff to my Discord server, and I will critique it and give you guys advice in real time. Voldemort says, me too. Do I have to be tier 3 for the live lessons you mentioned? Tier 3? Oh, no, you got to be on Patreon. You got to go sign up for my course on Patreon. ! Class, there's a Patreon link. You gotta go. You'll see. You scroll down. You'll see one of them is my classes. Like Twitch is Twitch, man. Like, if you want to sub to me on Twitch, sub to me on Twitch. But that's just for fun and for the emotes and to support your boy passively. If you're looking for the classes, Patreon is where the action is. Mystic Mafia Gaming. I know, dude. I'm not sold on this beer. My lady loves it though. Dagoon, what's up, brother? Thank you for the resub, my man. I'm gonna go get another Twisted Tea. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. ! Whip. Join Discord. We'll take a look at your work together and see what you guys did over the weekend.
Hey, look at me. I've become so strong. I used to be so weak. Now
All day, every day. Woo.
it's like I detached myself from you, and all the times you
Beat Dominator in the chat. What's
break me all over again. I shut down. Oh,
one quick text?
get out my sight. I've been way too
Ah, there we go. So old. Beat Dominator working on Alpha Legion. That's exciting. Pull it up. There we go. Hey, the hacker say, I apologize, this is a question, but have you ever considered having multiple different airbrushes at your table so you can switch colors? You know what to clean them out? I have considered it. It's just, it's not that big of a deal. The only time cleaning your airbrush thoroughly matters is if you're changing the color spectrum entirely, right? If we're going from, you know, painting blues to painting yellows, you know what I mean? There we go, Beat Dominator. Let's take a look. Oh, this looks good. Beautiful. Beat Dominator on deck, painting some Alpha Legion. Dark Horse. We're just chilling, brother. Beat Dominator, you're trying an old flag look on the cloak. Yeah, that's right. It's complicated. Gamer said, you have a dump bucket nearby, Idiocracy. We call it the hobo sink. You have some type of washout container on your desk. Or under your desk. I used to keep a big metal mixing bowl under my desk. Ooh, I like the texture. That's a neat texture, Beat Dominator. On the cape. Very cool. I like this symbol work you did here. Complicated Gamer? What do you think of your model? Oh, you posted something on the weekend. I'll look at it next. I haven't looked at it. We'll look at it right after this. Be dominating your back. Back, baby. Shit's looking fucking tight. Purple plasma coils or red? I'd go for like 5. Right? White, yellow to orange, just like we're doing on Avatar. The color of flame. You know what I'm saying? Complicated gaming. Was this like a Dark Souls model? It's like the Onion Knight or something? Don't tell me this is a fucking Kingdom Death model. Right. It's awesome. Look, a bunch of posers. Idiocracy, have you attended any miniature conventions like Adepticon or Gen Con? If so, what's your experience been like? Yeah, man. Adepticon's amazing. I recommend it to everyone. If you could only go to one in a whole calendar year, go to Adepticon as your one. Gen Con's not really for us, though it's legendary and it's way bigger. Adepticon is the closest thing we have to Gen Con for wargaming exclusive like models, right? Like that, the wargaming convention. Adepticon is top tier. I've been going to Adepticon since 2007. Only year I missed was COVID. Recommend. Would recommend. I have a close relationship with the organizers. We run an event there called the Long War Doubles, which is my podcast, The Long War. And we have 150 teams signed up. We run a doubles event. So we have 300 players playing in our event. It's been like that for about a decade. I used to play in the 4-man teams at Adepticon and like all the way back in the day. I actually have trophies. I won Best Heretical twice and Best Overall once in the 4-man team. Actually, my first Adepticon, 2007, I won Best Heretical team. War Pigment says, would LVO be second place? I mean, yeah. Yeah. They're the two big ones, right? Like LVO and Adepticon. They're both awesome for different reasons, though. Entirely different reasons. So until LVO changes locations, it's not close. Like if you're just looking to go be a wargaming enthusiast, Adepticon. If you like to play and be in the scene, LVO is really fucking awesome. But while they maintain a hotel casino convention vibe, it will always be inferior to Adepticon as far as that convention feel. So when they change venues eventually, which I know they will, then we can revisit that. But it's first place, second place, with an incomparable gulf between the two. You understand? Gator Eyes, what's up, brother? What does Best Heretical mean? Crazy? That means it's a category. right? So when you play the 4-man teams, which is their crown jewel event, you can, it's like winning best of faction, except because factions can be so wild. It's not best chaos, it's best heretical team. So anything that can be considered heretical on your 4-man team. Yeah, complicated gaming. It doesn't seem like you're airbrushing, and airbrushing would slap ups. But you're doing a good job with your metals, your fucking wash game, it's real shiny. I like that. It's everything else that I think it can be improved. It's beautiful work. Dark stuff dark, bright stuff bright. Metals are shiny, which I appreciate. It's the stuff that's not that effect that an airbrush will really fucking help you out. And orange is a hard color to paint and made a lot easier with an airbrush. But, 10 out of 10. Love it. Good job. Crazy. Yeah, it's like, because a 4-man team can be anything. If, let's say we had Chaos Demons, Chaos Space Marines, and, Chaos Knights. That's a heretical team. That's the category you would be in. Oh, you said you would never hand paint orange again? Yeah, hand painting orange is kind of tricky. It's very much like the yellow. You gotta set the real estate to white. Then you gotta hit the orange. Boone Baller. Who's Boone Baller? I don't recognize that name at all, but they have posted some minis during the start of the show. I gotta switch it up because they posted a video. So I gotta switch the whip. So, dark stuff dark. So you did a good job. I mean, whatever technique you're using to build your colors up, you're subtracting in such a way where you're keeping nice dark frames and borders around certain artifacts, which is the core of sharpness and contrast in miniature painting at 32mm scale. Good job there. I think I kind of see spray patterns. Like maybe you did use your airbrush to smooth it out. I can't quite tell. But I would say, good job. Dark stuff dark. Recess shading is there. Metal's laid down. Metal looks pretty good. I would say the only thing that's kind of weird is the big gold bronze frag assault launchers. Got some weird splotching here on the side, which can be worked out through basic weathering techniques. Sponge chipping included. I'd like to see, anytime I see a land raider something like this, I'd like to see... It's a simple thing. Let me pull out my arrow. These, gutters, right? These little gunnels, whatever they are. I like to see those a different color than the rest of the model. Even if it's just black. Even if you just cleanly execute black inside that gutter and do some clean edge highlighting on that black, just that one accent changes the line rate. Pento, did orange Votan for a buddy and I've never hated a hobby so bad during that time. Ha! Crazy. He says, I also found out today that flow improver is like basically required for me, at least to airbrush. You've taken my classes, dude. At what point? How's this a new revelation for you? It's in my syllabus, dude. Crazy. What the fuck happened, man? So shout out to Boone Baller. Idiocracy, are you still in chat? Did you sign up? I just got a new sign up. Just want to confirm if that's you. Goat Boy in the house. You can't forget about old Goat Boy right here. Let's take a look here. Ooh, oh shit, he's doing it. I thought this guy, I never thought in a million years that you were gonna actually even get close to accomplishing this goal. That wasn't you? As somebody who's watching the show, and then my new sign up, I just want to confirm for the free consultation. Wasn't you, Idiocracy, but you're still here? Crazy. What flavor Marines? That's some space. That's some ultramarine nonsense. So I told Goat Boy, what did I say, 1,500 points? I'll play you at Adepticon. Open play. I'll bring 1,500 points at Edgelords. So that way you don't have to do 2,000 points, right? You get 1,500 points battle ready for me at Adepticon. We'll play. Take pictures, put it on Instagram. Big part of my model, you'll learn like Idiocracy, is gameplay first. Our mission is always to play the game. It's a game. It's not little toys we paint and put in the shelf. It's a fucking game. And having a game be your motivation to complete your projects is the secret. And it is the ultimate culmination of fun. It can't be compared to. Like, nothing compares to it. Like, the inception, the creation of a list, the scheming, the friends you make along the way, the actual creation of the project, go to the destination, play some games. Nothing equals Warhammer 40k as a hobby. But a lot of people partake in the hobby and they're like, oh, I just collect the models. I'm like, that's cool, but I'm going to try to convince you every fucking day to play the game. Because I've been doing this for a long fucking time, man. And all I want you to do, my whole business, is I want you to have as much fun as me. And I promise that I'm having more fun than you. If you're not playing the game, not. And I just want to sell that to you. You know what I mean? A lot of people get really caught up in the art of this hobby. But as my students know, who's really the artist? The kid coloring Luke Skywalker or the guy who drew Luke Skywalker? Which guy? Who's really the fucking artist? Ryan Canento. Absolutely working so hard on my Eldar. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Crazy knows that's the secret. Caddy Painting understands. Wolf Sark, my man. Idiocracy says, what are some productive consulting sessions you've had with painting students? I would like to come prepared when I set up for my consultation. The consultation is just us figuring shit out, dude. It's a free video set, like hang session. So it's an ad. It's a value add. But if you have my syllabus, Idiocracy, there is a pre-assessment form in there that you can fill out. It tells you what I want you to have prepared. It shares you with my gear list. All you need for lesson 1 is your airbrush, essentially, and 5 space marines. You know what I mean? But like that syllabus that's free, exclamation point class, that's a very valuable document. Lots of video links, spotlight resource material, gear lists, and everything. But for a painting consultation, you just come with some pictures of your fucking models, man. Figure out your goals. You know? So nobody who's watching right now is my new sign-up. Who's this? Anti-hero Ghost. What's up, brother? That's right, Wolf Sark. You can play Kill Team, Warcry, whatever, dude. I'm trying to figure this person out so I can give them. So I gotta see if they're just a hobo off the street trying to get good, or if they're trying to take advantage of my promo. Crazy says, at least a third of my 201 and 301 was just a hangout session. Well, we do the work, and then we hang. Yeah, Pento just did his first session. He just did his airbrushing class. Did a good job, too. EXC75, what's up, brother? Let's take a look. This guy supports me on Patreon. Thank you for your support, EXC75. Oh, hell yeah. Back to the main project, we gotta figure out this. Bro, what are you doing over here, man? This is fucking maniacal, dude. I'm loving this. You going full sub-assembly on fucking Mortarion? Bro, this is beautiful. Fucking beautiful. That's some clean and safe edge highlighting on the armor. I like that. Very clean. I'd like to see you do a little bit more drama with your airbrush. EXE. This is very school of GW. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine. Because ultimately what matters is, are the bright edges bright and the dark stuff dark. And it is. It looks beautiful. I would say one thing I want you to do, if you're not, I don't know if you're going to do it or not. I don't know where you're at in the workup. Beautiful. What I want is you to deploy a nice clean and dark pin wash between the bronze and the green. Like, you need to get in this gutter and you need to really fucking push how dark that recess line is. I was just talking to, I think, Idiot and Rampage, or no, Captain Banhammer about this same thing. We did a consultation. This is gonna get lost in this. They're almost the same value. You need to separate them with almost a black line. That's it. That's my only critique. JK, what's up, brother? Thanks for the follow. Man, Dog is a student. Complicated Gamer says that PP is wild. Hell yeah, it is. Dog, yeah. Work and hobby is hard, right? Wolfsark noticed he got all his buttons painted, everything. I ain't fucking criticizing any of that. My man's attention to detail. I'm just talking about contrast. The bronze and the green, and I think I did this for Banhammer. I'll do it for you too, EXC. Check this out. Okay, when I make it black and white, you see the problem? Now that I've taken color out of the equation, you see how like the trim is almost the exact same value as the armor itself? So you have great paint application, right? Great attention to detail. But contrast is king, bro. Dark stuff dark, separation, borders and frames, separate the colors. Since your bronzes and all these other details are almost the same value, the only thing that's letting our eye tell them apart is the hue. But even then, now that I've showed it to you black and white, we're back to the hue. You see what I'm talking about. You need to separate elements with dark frames. And so that's why I tend to push that element so hard when I paint. 32 millimeters. Good job, brother. I really love the scythe and the pistol too. Like, you did a great job here, man. Peto.
We keep the peace. You said it all.
These yellow helmets look good, bro.
Wasn't there? No longer trying. I flipped the coin. The tailor told me
About to work some Blood Angels. Did you do your homework already?
of time. Waiting to hear you.
This shit slaps. Oh wait, do I not have a timer up? Oh, I forgot to have a timer up. We have an hour and 12 minutes left. Hour and 12 minutes left. Exclamation point class prize, I forgot. You guys donate. Every $50 donated is a free class to the audience. EXE. He's enamored by the sprue technique. Pentel, make sure before you glue these helmets on to paint the little fucking neck part, paint that shit up black before you glue those helmets on. Personal experience.
We keep the peace. You said it all. I wasn't there.
Good job, man.
I flipped the coin. The tailor told me, oh, waste of
Both are technically whips, and Sanguinor base isn't finished. Let's see, Sanguinor. So crazy. Down in Florida, we're neighbors now. Oh, he looks great, dude. Good job, man. This is the magenta workup, right? That yellow is banging, son. That's a beautiful fucking finish. Good job, man. Your little aggressors. Same thing. You need to deploy a better pin wash to separate the black trim from the red. And you need to make sure you get your top shelves. I mean, it's a whip. But don't forget the you've got the riser, but you also gotta get the tread on these joints, you see? How you settling into your new Beats lab in Florida? Do you like it more or less? The guy in the right is further into process. I don't really have an actual opinion yet. You don't have an opinion yet? It's harder to get supplies in Florida? Like on Amazon? What? Down in Miami? Southern Command? Where? I mean, it's weird. War pigment. It's crazy. It's harder in Florida than Hawaii. Well, Pigment, you're working on that Demon Prince. Oh yeah, look at that. The mace. You made it into that like multi-head mace thing. God damn it. What is this nonsense? War Pigment, you great airbrushing on the red here. What happened back here then? Did you do this on purpose? Do you have a question? Is made the mace started? Did you like rub all that off by accident while you were airbrushing it? It tore on you. At what stage did it turn? Oh, so you were like by the like one game store on your whole island that supported the military, and now you live in a big city, and no one cares about you. Didn't let it dry. Tried to wash it. You also have to varnish. If you're using acrylic washes, you have to fucking varnish that bitch too, dude. I taught you this. You know this. We've been together for years, man. I'm sorry this happened to you. You live in Rockledge? I don't even know where that is. Crazy. No fucking idea. Where's Rockledge relative to Orlando? Where Pigment? Yeah, you fucked up, man. Well, you have to re-airbrush it and keep going. Probably don't even have to do much. You don't have to strip it or nothing. It doesn't look too bad. No, it looks awful. You have to strip it. I'm sorry. I'm looking at it. It looks all peeled up. I'm gonna hit you real, dog. I'm gonna hit you real. It looks all like peeled up, like orange peel. It's fucked. It's gonna have texture forever. So I'm assuming you have not varnished it yet, War Pigment. It's still raw dog right now. You are 1 hour east of Orlando. Oh, you're probably really close to where I am, dog. So, War Pigment. I want you to take this guy to your bathroom. Right? Maybe with a little simple green spray bottle. I want you to spray him up. I want you to just like turn the fucking bathroom faucet on, like the fucking bathtub. I want you to just start like letting that water hit him, spray it, take it out of the water, brush it. I bet you can get 90% of the paint off of them. Just gently. Just a little spray, hot ass water. Because if it's not varnished, bro, that fucking paint's gonna come right off. And then just shake dry that motherfucker, bring him back to B-side, let him air dry, revarnish, start over. Well, I mean, like, it's gonna be hard to spot, like, the paint's gonna come off. And it's not like you've done a lot. I mean, it's not like there's anything going on here. You just sprayed this guy red. So who cares if this comes off? You know what I mean? Comes off, it comes off. And then once it all comes off and it totally dries, I don't want any water left. Right. Did you airbrush the primer too, or is it rattle can? So a lot of the primer is going to come off. So you want to make sure that, since you're airbrushing, you want to make sure that you get kind of as much of the primer off as you can. Because if it starts popping off, like as you're cleaning it, then just kind of get most of it off. Then make sure it's fully dry. Reapply your primer and go again. This time, finish all your airbrushing. And then what I want you to do is varnish it. And if you're going to use your airbrush to varnish it, this is what I want you to do. Load up your varnish. Raw dog. No thinning. I want you to spray it up until it looks kind of shiny and wet. And then hit it with air until it looks dry again. I want you to do that 3 times. Then put it down and go to bed. Then tomorrow you can wash it. Now you can also use oil wash if you're having problems with the acrylic wash and light brush pressure, and that'll help you not ruin it next time. But I would say the sooner you cut your losses, the better. Tony boy. What's up, man? Look at this. That's awesome. Love that. That's a cool looking fucking flyer, man. You told me this when I did Godzilla. That's right, War Pigment. You remember, this is all coming back to you, right? Morty D says, yo, Kenny digging the beard. Thanks, man. Tony boy in chat, who you at? Or who are you? Where you at? There he is. Looking good, man. Laid down some sick airbrushing. Nice little stencil tech, it looks like. You're working on a new army? What's the goal here? Morty D says, hey man, I'm with Bolters. I just finished up some halflings and I love get your feedback on how I can get next level shit. You're with Bolters? Bolters of Dawn? I'd like to go back out there this year. I had a lot of fun out in Natty with you guys. Teaching that class. Were you in my last lesson? Were you in my class out there? I don't know all you guys' names, I'm sorry. Yeah, throw it up and whip, brother. Exclamation point whip. Type exclamation point whip into chat, go to my Discord server, and post your pictures, and I will look at them right now. Tony boy, good job, man. Exclamation point whip. Somebody give that man a Discord link. You doing? Sorry, Tony boy, you doing some deathcore? Getting hype on that deathcore style.
I'm not surprised in the least that you thought I wouldn't notice that. I never gave any attention to your problems. Resembled cinder blocks just dragging me to the bottom. This was the worst idea that I ever thought of.
So anyone who's just tuning in for the first time, exclamation point class. Let's sneeze. Oh. Poop my pants. Tony boy, it's your first 40k army? Hell yeah, man. It's awesome, brother. Some deathcore. They're popular. People love them. The more fanatical fan base. Thank you, Caterpillar. We're gonna jump back on this avatar after I can look at one more whip. But yeah, it's been that's a pretty good web session. Good job, guys. You guys held it down this weekend. Got some painting done. I've got MegaCon this weekend. There's no 40K or anything there. Just going for one day. With my girlfriend and her nephew. But my mom was supposed to go. It's her birthday weekend, but she got sick. But then we got Adepticon next month in fucking Milwaukee. There we go. Motri D. Mortrid. This is what I was waiting for. Your fucking sandwich. Straight up Blood Bowl. It's a good job, man. Good dry brushing technique. Solid pinstriping. Clean wash execution. Just like your halfling Blood Bowl team. You guys, yeah, you guys are big into Blood Bowl out there, right? Look at this, guys. We're just now, you guys just getting into it. Oh, sad I missed Bolters of Dawn. I hope I can go this year. You guys put on a good show. Morty D says, I've adopted so much of your advice, man. It's made a big impact on our community. That is validating to hear, sir. I appreciate that. Makes me happy. Exclamation point class. If you're looking, some of you guys have signed up for my course over there. Exclamation point class. If you want to sign up during my show, I'll give you a free 30-minute painting consultation. Teach you how to airbrush and everything else included. You can also just sign up for Patreon for free. You can become a free member today, and I've got free content over there right now. But that's beautiful work, homie. Killing it. Let's get back to it. Thank you for sharing. Morty D, I'd love to go back to Addy and teach. It was such a fun time. I had a blast. Truly one of the most, if not the most fun painting contracts I've ever had to fulfill. Okay, here's where we're at. Avatar on fire. So now we've got the fire looking good. The lava looking clutch. Everything else is kind of like locked in. So I'd like to center down on the details on his chest, like this chest plate, that like wraith bone nonsense. I'd like to work on that for a second. Get the straps done. Let's finish it out, you know. Sometimes I just like to jump around and get the snapshot, you know, especially when I'm painting one-offs. So it's just like white right now. Now, they do like warm bone color. Well, he's already warm, so we got to keep it like a cool white, or it's going to just get kind of lost in the mix. So or yeah, we'll put, yeah, because we've got the shoulder pads, right? So next time we're gonna get this done. We're gonna get those on him next time. We're not there yet, though. So let's just figure this out. He's also got some classic Eldar gem nonsense. Realistically, there's really only one color that we can that makes sense. We have to go with blue here. So I'm just gonna kind of start blocking some things in. So there's some blue. And we're just using our small brush. Semi-opaque, a little wet. We're just kind of stippling on the blue. And it's gonna stick really well to the white. It's white. Semi-opaque, kind of wet. Stipple, 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 heart pull. Always be rotating. There. And we're also going to put some action right here. And so blue gems. And we'll come back to those, no problem. So what we want is maybe grab some of the so this is a great paint for when you're doing white. Faded ultramarine. It's a good shadow. So what I'm probably going to do is just, again, maybe take a little Noosh, semi-opaque. And I'm going to just try to manually install some shadows. Using the heart pull. You see what I'm doing? Semi-opaque, a little wet. And we're bringing that coolness to the white. And basic color theory is cool colors look really good next to warm colors. So by introducing a little coolness in the shadow work, we're making it more interesting. Oh, my music player died. We're just going to raw dog it off of Monster Cat. Let's grab a little white, mix it with the faded ultramarine. We're just going to kind of highlight the outsides. And we're just going to kind of stipple that in, the semi-opaque kind of wet mix. kind of blur that shadow. Looking good. Stuff like this is pretty easy to paint. This is mostly pure white. And we're just gonna kind of really make sure our tops of things are really white. Philip Solar, what's up, brother? Much love, homie. We're just making sure the top rail is nice and white. See, just a little stipple, a little heartful. Little heart pull, little tracer, opacity, a little moisture. Always be rotating.
Left your party at sundown. You would know where to be found. Sip my bottle, heading uptown. Ooh, long way home, the back roads.
We're gonna try to make some clean outer edges with a little tracer.
The wind undid my hair like it knew you weren't there. Boys like you never play fair. Don't play fair. I'm on a midnight bike ride.
You see how it's really starting to shape up. Just a nice little shadow work. What now we're gonna do is we're gonna lower the opacity further. A little water, a little noosh, a little of the shadow gray. For the the faded ultramarine.
Used to be your night shift. Can't work out, I might just fly down here until the sun.
I'm just putting a little bit more blend in there.
Found an empty street, sing myself a melody about how it used to be. Wind undid my hair like it knew you weren't there. Boys like you never play fair.
Keeping that
I'm on a midnight bike ride, there's all this
nice and clean.
left you behind. How could you think we could just be friends again? I'm on a midnight bike ride, there's all this 2 a.m. left you behind.
Now, like, the jewel is in a case. You see there's like a little frame around it. We're going to figure that out too. Let's get a little... Maybe a little black, a little transparent black.
Sundress reminds me to forget. The moon lights up my sundress, shows what lies ahead. I'm on a midnight bike ride.
So I added a little black.
Left you behind. How could you think we could just be friends again? I'm on a midnight bike ride. There's all this 2 a.m. left you behind. Now that you don't
You see it's...
ever be the
The center jewel has like a gem setting around it.
left you behind.
These two little like rabbit ears.
Be friends again. I'm on a midnight bike ride. There's all this 2
We want to isolate that from the rest of the white.
like you don't things can never be the same. Lights up my
Pull that out. Let's go back to pure white. Make sure we're nice and opaque right here. Again, we've got some little like highlight opportunities here. But you want it mostly white with just a little shading. Okay, let's grab a little sky blue. Exclamation point, class prize, guys. Okay, sky blue. What we're gonna do is just take the sky blue and paint bottom right hemisphere of these gems. Using heart pulls and stipples. Bottom right hemisphere. High opacity, low moisture, stipple, heart pull. Signature brush strokes of our course. And now we're going to take a little of this white, mix it in with the sky blue, show it a little respect. We're going to do a secondary bottom right hemisphere. Rotate. There. Rinse it down. Got a little bit of white. A small amount of blue. Bottom right. Bottom right. And we teach all this in my course. Rinse it. Now we're going to take the straight up transparent black. We're going to do top left quadrant. Using the heart pull. That's just transparent black, so it's not totally opaque. Let it chill for a second. You need to clean it up. Like I need a little bit of line work right here. And now what we can do is you can take the original blue, cut it with the black a little bit, lower the opacity. You can kind of put a line right in between the black and the blue to blur it a little bit, because they're such big gems. Okay, so getting that black is super clutch. Now what you need to do is fully dry the brush off, clean it, rinse it, get some white, very small amount on the tip. And what we need to do is stipple a little white dot into the black. Like that. Gem effect locked in. This one got a little fat right here, so let's bring some black back in. Carve that shape. All right, chest plate looking pretty good now. Painting Eldar is mostly about gems. You think this guy skipped arm day? I don't know, man. I think he skipped leg day. One plus saves. Here, white. He skipped head day. That's right. Compared to Magnus or Angron? Yeah, especially Magnus. It's not even a comparison. This guy's never even been to the gym compared to Angron. Avatar's so skinny, he doesn't even have skin left, dude. Look at him. Good, good. I've mentioned this before. Take a little bit, little black, little of the ultramarine blue, and you want to make sure that the tops of these rock formations have a clean heart pull right here. We're trying to say that these are like rocks floating above the lava. So you need to get a nice, clean, high opacity, low moisture line right there. High opacity, low moisture. Hell yeah. Yep. Love it. Yes. Get those little heart pulls locked in. Look at that. We're just jamming out some sick lines. Look how good that fucking lava skin looks now. Lava jactification. See, we're giving it that three-dimensionality. And the heart pull is the brushstroke of precision. It's coming out super crisp. Lordy, lordy, lordy. What's up, brother? Rhea Prey says, bro, what were you thinking? I think it's sick. We're gonna have an outbreak. Right. Wasn't thinking. A little bit more transparent black. Using it to subtly glaze against my line in certain areas. Yeah, I think that looks sharp. 25 minutes left. Exclamation point class prize. Anybody who shows me some support today, not only do they get Yo Dogs for the first stream of the month, but also contributing to free course credit for anybody watching. We were to airbrush up some armor and some fire and some lava. And now it's really just about the handwork. Now we did sub-assemble, so we're going to have to airbrush up these shoulders too. A little bit on this face. I have the light quite dim. Let me ramp it up. So you see, I've been painting kind of in the dark. See, this is how I've been painting it, so that like it doesn't burn out and overexpose all the yellows and the whites. But it's even more excessive. You got some light shining on it, right? Let's see how if I can dim it. It's hard to film these colors sometimes. I got it pretty close. I think that shows up pretty good. Lava effect for Avatar. Just got a little black, little faded ultramarine. My man Waldo's. Let me get some strong man love for my boy Waldo's in chat.
My dude.
He says, what it is, my dude. Let me get some love right there. Legendary, long-time supporter. I appreciate you, brother. What you into, man? A little black. And you see, the whole trick, Waldo's, is just kind of like painting the muscles on top of the muscles and kind of like a parody of anatomy. But this works for anything. You guys know that, like, I mean, like, if it doesn't matter what the shape is, kind of just cartoonishly blocking in whatever the thing on top of the thing is. Just got home from work watching some magic go down on this model. Thank you, Waldo's. Waldo's has been in the game for a long time. I feel pretty good about this this workup. You know, and so even with the burgundy kind of purple burnouts on the armor, I'm gonna definitely go, when I go in for the pin wash game, I'm gonna bring some dark ass purples in for that complement. But then he's got all that like Eldar nonsense we still have to like pull out. So there's gonna be a lot of like, you know, like this chest plate. There's like that kind of nonsense all up in it. So we have to put a lot of that down. And then when we're done subtracting, there's not going to be that much burgundy left. Rico says, do the thing to the thing on top of the thing. You know what I'm talking about. And then we'll do some sick NMM on this axe. Blood drips right here because he's the bloody hand god. Again, we've got the dark elf face. Now, I'm still thinking about how I'm gonna paint that. I'm thinking it's gonna have to be lava. I wanted him to be like skin toned and fading into lava. And I'm still considering it. You know, like where it's like burned all its flesh away. I'm gonna give it a college try. Bro, look how this is how bright it really is. It's just sometimes you lose some of the details when we're looking at that bright. Trying to find like a middle ground. But I feel like we have a really good lava snapshot. Waldo's. Yeah, it looks pretty cool for a stupid space up. We've done 2 next level painting, like first, like, you know, Twitch, you know, first time model paint jobs. We did a Tau, we did Farsight, and now we're doing that like actual Avatar. I'm stoked on this effect. And the fire came out so good. But look, I drank 2 Twisted Tea Tall Boys. I gotta take another piss. Give me a second. We still got 18 minutes left. Exclamation point support. Thank you, Waldo's. Exclamation point class prize. "40-year-old bladder." Fucking recoil this guy. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. What's going on over on Discord? Recoil. Oh, sorry, Recoil. Replay. You playing D4 tonight? You gonna actually fucking log in on your barbarian that I power leveled you and gave you all that gear? Once you break the seal, you're done for the night. Recoil. I'm starting to realize that. gotta hold it all night or you're fucked. Yeah, but I'm feeling pretty good about this Avatar project. Getting a lava effect down. The trick there is that he's only loosely designed that way, right? Like he's got like clearly a rock textured skin, and with the little crevasses that could be fire, and that's how GW paints him. It's mostly black. It's very well painted, but they're missing out on a lot of hype. He doesn't look like he's lava. He doesn't have that feeling. You know what I mean? That like molten core. He's cooled too much. So that's why we're going the extra mile. Now this is sponsored content. This actually belongs to the same guy who commissioned the Parsec. We've got a few more minis. Let me look. Yeah, after this, I think we have Titanicus mini. We're gonna do a Iconoclast War Master Titan for Titanicus. Pento, you grinding? Good job, man. What are you grinding? The Lapo Tito's. Hi, sup? You have Discord on YouTube channel? We don't have, the commands don't work on YouTube, man. I'm sorry. Recoil could probably copy and paste it for you. Does it let you just copy and paste it, Recoil? Recoil's our mod. With most of the actions on Twitch. So, I mean, I recommend coming to Twitch, but if you don't want to come to Twitch, I understand. But the chat's completely banging out here. Go to YouTube and copy paste our Discord link, please. You can't see him. You fucking can't see him. My man EX75 dropping some love in the chat. Appreciate you, brother. Moving us close to a free class giveaway. Every $50 donated tonight, I will give away a free class. Shout out to your boys, Waldo's and EX75, two legendary supporters. This is what we're working on. This Avatar. Feeling about done. Creative juices are kind of drying up. It is a 3 GB patch, Reapray. I think it's that new. It's the seasonal stuff, right? They're doing the new thing. I don't know. I didn't read the patch notes. So like I said, I've been staying totally blinders on for the season. Just trying to like feel things out. Did I ever post my barbarian, like my homebrew barbarian for you? I just posted it. Thank you, Recoil. No problems. Reprayer says, I saw it, made some tweaks of mine. Go Boys to Destiny 2 new season lost today, but I got hobby to do. I thought season 2 for Destiny already, or season for Destiny 2 already launched. I thought it's old news. Final Four isn't showing up. Huh. Oh. That's probably my fault. Yeah, I fucked up. I forgot to load this and then delete this. So it's just pulling data from last week. Oops. I'll reset it. And it's been a long time since I've done this. It's been a long time since I've had to do this. What the hell just happened to my phone? It's been a hot minute, son. God, I'm so ghetto. So ghetto. I'll put that in there manually. Literally type that shit in myself. Like the peasant that I am, Recoil. Shout out to EX75 and my man Waldo. 7.5 minutes left. Season 26 replay. Was it good?
And his name is John C.
Chaotic painting.
Word.
Word, as he always says. Let me get some love in the chat. Okay, let's move this. God damn it. It just throws it in the middle like that. So ghetto. Which is $50. So we are giving away A-class credit because chaotic painting. Hold on, I'm gonna get super ghetto. You ready for this, Recoil? Look at this. Look at this. Look how fucking ghetto I am. You should at least read the bug fixes for D4 so you know it's working out, Replay. I hear you. I mean, I noticed things weren't working. Which powers I couldn't even click on them and shit. Maybe I'll read through them. Maybe I'll read through them.
Shut the fuck up about Moon Men.
For the goat.
Okay, Pento, my guy. I'm about to change it again. But let me actually throw up a giveaway. We are doing a giveaway because these generous individuals. Exclamation point. Free lesson. Alright, final four. Anybody makes it the final four is automatically enrolled in extra giveaways. I've got some stuff I gotta fulfill from last month. I got a pretty solid swag list. Anybody who hits exclamation point free lesson has an opportunity to get a free class. Shout out to your boy EXE75, Waldo, Scanning Painting, and Pento. Thank you guys for the support. Repray, I'll take a look. Why don't you look at the patch notes for me, Repray, and you tell me what I need to fix. I feel like we've been playing Diablo for 7 seasons together, and I'm the one who does all the fucking work. Recoil. Recoil, not a scientist. Go, boy. Yeah. Repray. It's true. I don't have the autism blow. God, I'm going to send that to my lady. I thought you were going to go with Diablotism. But you went with the autism blow. Diablotism seems easier, but I like where you went with it. You know, reparation. What the hell is that word? He's saying Diablo autism, but he did it in a way that is dyslexic. More Pigment, weigh in on that. I mean, I respect the effort though. 2.5 minutes left. Two minutes left. Exclamation point free lesson if you guys want an opportunity to get a free course, free class. There we go, Matthew. What's up, brother? Exclamation point free lesson for an opportunity to free class. Every $50 donated. We have 1:35 left. Exactly $50 donated. Reappraisers. I feel the easy way isn't indicative of autism. It's for normies. Fair. Last 50 seconds left. No overtime. Exclamation point class. If you also want to just sign up for my classes. If you sign up for my class before I hit a raid, you'll get a free painting consultation. Dagoon dropping bits on that sweet ass. What's up, brother? There are 300 single-line bug fix statements in these notes. Just copy and paste it to me. I was literally going to say that, and then you said it. Just, I don't know what it is, but the second you said there are 300 line bug fix statements, I felt an irrational desire to read all 300 of them.
You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh. You gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
All right, guys. Thank you for your support tonight. Let me, Dagoon, I didn't know if you noticed my last message, but it was thank you for your advice a while back. Dagoon, I didn't see that. I'm sorry. Thank you for saying that. It's validating. Just hit patch notes off the D4 page launcher. Okay. I shall. We'll go downstairs, eat some Puerto Rican food. And then after that, I'll see what the night takes me. Thank you, Dagoon. Let's hit draw winner, baby. Man, Dagoon. Congratulations, brother. Are you in the server? Dagoon? Are you Dagoon on the server? I'm gonna give you a roll. Found you. Roll has been added. You'll have access to next level painting supporters, NLP supporters category, which will give you the ability to observe the student docs category subsection. And you can find my scheduler in there and you can sign up. You can also you can look at all the syllabuses and the courses, and you can kind of like decide on what you want to learn, or just start the first lesson in the course and decide if it's for you and if you want to keep going. You'll try before you buy. Repray, thank you for linking that to me. I will fucking devour this shit. Thank you, Recoil. Thank you, Waldo's. He says Kenny's painting streams are so common and nice. I appreciate you saying that. Let's jump into Twitch and figure out. Oh, sorry, I cut my dope music. Where are we taking it? We're taking it to Wicked, Duff, or Rottweiler. Right. I'm a giant joy when I stop. If you walking away, it's the blunt. Gotta stick on me like I'm a blunt. Give me this. Let's get it blunt. Won't stop on everything under the sun. Can't walk right now cause they weighing a ton. Give John the cue like he's saving his son. I make the whole building flip upside down right now by the way of the tongue. Before the words even leave my tongue, now homie start tripping and waving his gun. Hold it up on my dog, so we gon' take your plate now. I don't like y'all coaching, I don't like y'all play style. Bro, stand by the exit, we gon' lock this place down. Shut your home crowd. Hey, bro, let's mount. We're gonna bring it to Rottweiler. Coil Daddy has spoken. I'll see you guys on Friday. Thank you for the support. Hope to see you on Patreon. One man vote system. I'll see you guys for the podcast. As always, until we play Diablo together, Repray. As always, until we meet again, play on, players.
one, never the two. Don't believe what they telling to you. Anything that they saying is cap. I'm the one that they wanna recruit. I'm the one that hop out and get foul. Check the video footage for proof. I'm the one that hop out and get wild. You ain't scaring nobody, just move.